Named Abel. Mesopotamia. Answer the following questions on a grade cam. 1. Mesopotamia means the land between rivers. Between which two rivers is Mesopotamia located? A. Nile and Euphrates. B. Tigris and Ohio. C. Tigris and Euphrates. D. Wongho and Mississippi. 2. What is the technology of leading water from a river to farmland so that crops can be watered? A. Domestication. B. Irrigation. C. Papyrus. D. Gathering. 3. On which continent was ancient Mesopotamia located? A. Europe. B. Asia. C. North America. D. South America. 4. The Sumerians of Mesopotamia were the earliest known civilization. They have been given credit for inventing the cart, the wagon, and a new type of pottery. All of these inventions are related to which general invention? A. Wheel. B. Plow. C. Calendar. D. Water clock. 5. Which of the following was considered the most important invention so that Sumerians could keep records? A. Sailboat. B. Numbering system based on 60. C. Irrigation system. D. Cuneiform. 6. Most ancient civilizations had religions that were polytheistic. What does polytheism mean? A. Belief that the king is a god. B. Belief that the earth itself is a god. C. Belief in more than one god. D. Belief in an afterlife. 7. Mesopotamia is made up of different regions, each with its own geography. The geography of each area and the natural resources found there affected the ways that people lived. As time progressed, Sumerians realized that the geography of Mesopotamia didn't provide all of the natural resources that they needed. How did Sumerians get the resources that the area didn't provide? A. They went to other areas and stole their resources. B. They prayed for the resources and waited for one of their gods to give it to them. C. They tried to grow the resources. D. They traded with other areas. 8. In which present-day country is Mesopotamia located? A. Iraq. B. Iran. C. Asia. D. Africa. 9. What is the definition of culture? A. An idea a person holds to be true. B. A total way of life, including religion, language, beliefs, and customs. C. A way of doing things that has not become accepted by a group. D. The possession of rights, duties, and privileges within a society. 10. Which of the following is a characteristic of city-states? A. City-states were ruled by anyone who felt they were strong. B. City-states were surrounded by ziggurats. C. City-states had their own language, laws, religion, and government. D. City-states were created to give Sumerians a place to shop. 11. Which of the following best describes Mesopotamians? A. Hunters. B. Farmers. C. Roamers. D. Gatherers. 12. How did Sumerians link government and religion? A. They believed the kings were chosen by the gods to carry out the gods' wishes. B. They believed the rulers were evil. C. They believed the government was religious. D. They believed in one god that ruled the area. 13. According to question number 12, what two types of government would the Sumerians have had? A. Monarchy. B. Democracy. C. Theocracy. D. Dictatorship. 14. Why were most city-states surrounded by a wall? A. It looked nice. B. For protection. C. To help grow crops. D. For writing. 15. Farming was a revolutionary advancement. It made settlements possible and ultimately the building of cities. Which of the following was an effect of Mesopotamians knowing how to farm? A. They were nomads and had to move frequently. B. They grew a surplus of food which allowed people to have different jobs. C. They had to go to the grocery store to purchase crops that they couldn't grow. D. They grew a small amount of food which made everyone use their time to help farming. 16. Religion was important to Sumerians. They believed in many gods. At first, their temples were built on platforms. Eventually, it was decided to build even higher temples on platforms which were stepped. They went to these structures to worship their gods. What is the structure where Sumerians went to worship their gods? A. Church. B. Ziggurat. C. Mosque. D. Synagogue. 17. An excerpt from Hammurabi's code is shown. If a builder built a house for someone and does not construct it properly, and the house which he built falls in and kills its owner, then that builder shall be put to death. If it kill the son of the owner of the house, the son of that builder shall be put to death. What characteristic of the Code of Hammurabi is illustrated by this excerpt? A. It punished lawbreakers with the harshest possible penalties. B. It held people responsible for their actions. C. It had no rules for presenting evidence if a crime was committed. D. It demonstrated the popularity of Hammurabi as a ruler. 18. A chart of inventions and innovations is shown. 1. Invention of writing. 2. Invention of the sailboat. 3. Introduction of democracy. 4. First written code of laws. 5. First zero in number. 6. First alphabet. Which inventions or innovations on the chart does the modern world owe to the River Valley civilization of ancient Mesopotamia? A. Items 1, 2, and 5. B. Items 3, 4, and 5. C. Items 1, 2, and 4. D. Items 2, 3, and 6. A timeline is shown. Used to answer questions 19, 20, and 21. 19. Which river valley is most closely associated with the events shown on this timeline? A. Nile River Valley. B. Mesopotamia. C. Wanghe Valley. D. Indus River Valley. 20. Hammurabi became the king of Babylon in 1792 BC. Which letter on this timeline most closely represents where this even would be placed? A. Close to A. B. Before B. C. In front of C. D. Next to D. 21. What would be the best title for the timeline above? A. Ancient Inventions. B. Ancient Sumerian Achievements. C. Akkadian Life. D. The Babylonian Empire. 22. Look at the map. Which number on the map shows the continent on which ancient Mesopotamia is located? A. 1. B. 2. C. 3. D. 4. 23. Which Mesopotamian king was known for creating the first empire of Mesopotamia? A. Gilgamesh. B. Hammurabi. C. Nebuchadnezzar II. D. Sargon. Answer the following questions in complete sentences. 24. Identify one problem that Mesopotamians faced and describe how they solved that problem. 2 points. 25. A passage about the ancient Sumerians is shown. The Sumerians lived in Mesopotamia. They built a number of early cities. Since they lacked stone and timber, they used mud bricks to build walled cities, temples, and palaces. Their architectural advances included arches, columns, ramps, and the pyramid-shaped ziggurat. These new features influenced buildings throughout Mesopotamia. In addition, the Sumerians developed copper and bronze tools and weapons. They also developed the world's first known writing, cuneiform writing on clay tablets. Source: Betch, Black, Krieger, Naylor. World History, Patterns of Interaction. Based on the information above, identify 2 achievements of the ancient Sumerians of Mesopotamia and explain how each of the achievements continue to influence the peoples of the Eastern Hemisphere today. 4 points. 26. Around 3500 BCE, the world's first civilizations began to emerge. These first civilizations developed in river valleys. Identify 2 reasons why the first civilizations developed in river valleys. Write your answers below. 2 points.